What is up, everybody? This is Eric, the one and only bear collector. And first of all, I just wanted to tell everybody, all the guys out there, happy belated Father's Day. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend with your kids and your loved ones. And it also goes out to all those moms that play the father role too. Happy Father's Day to you girls out there too, because you guys are holding it down like that. But anyways, now that I got that out of the way, today I'll be talking about a very special game. This game, I actually bought it around my birthday, mid-March of this year. Originally, I had gotten the digital copy, and then about like a couple of weeks later, I actually found the physical copy. But the game I'm referring to is the story of my life, Whole Man's Journey, for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this game came out originally came out in 2017, but then it premiered for the Switch in 2018. And then later down the line for the PS4, and then in 2019 for the Xbox One. But the one I'm going to be talking about is for the Switch. Now, this game was developed by a very new company. I don't know, it's Red Art Games, but then it said it was also something called, I think the company's name is Bad News, or I forgot the name of the company, you guys. Let me check it out real quick. Broken Rules, sorry, not Bad News. But I don't know which one of these companies, from what I read before, that it's like their very first game that they made. And believe it or not, this game won a couple of awards. It's a very unique game. Now, the game, basically, the game is about an old man who was one day minding his own business in his home by the sea, and all of a sudden he receives a letter, and then he immediately runs to his house, grabs his backpack, and then he starts on his journey. Now, what that letter said or what happened, we don't know. And one of the unique things about this particular game is that the story is not told by words. Everything is picture based. Now, this game, actually, I own this, a European copy. They only released a physical copy in Europe. I don't know if there was a limited copy in the US, because during the time that I bought the digital copy, I was looking to buy the physical, but it didn't, it was going for a lot of money. Then I said, whatever. I bought the digital copy for about $1. So I said, okay, I got the digital copy. That's fine. But then later down the line, I got so hooked in the game, I started playing it. Liked it a lot. When I found a copy, I had to buy the case and the game separate, but both combined I didn't pay a lot for it. So it was really cool that I got it for a rather cheap price. But anyways, going back to the story, he receives a letter. We don't know what it is, but all the story is explained through drawings. While the old man travels along the game, the story, every so often you'll get a sequence where they show a picture, and like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it's definitely true, because despite not having a dialogue in the game whatsoever at all, the images explain a lot, and it gives the player that wonder as, okay, what's happening next? What's going to happen? Now, the style of the game, at first I thought it was a platformer. It is, but it's actually a puzzle adventure game. Another thing that makes this game unique is that you control the character. It's kind of like a point and click. You control the character, yes, by pointing and clicking to where you want to go. However, the main purpose of the game to get through the areas is you manipulate the environment to make a pathway for the old man to travel through. Overall, the game is not that difficult. I found it rather simple, but there were some spots where you get stomped and you're like, how do I get through? One perfect example is you reach an area. Oh, it's actually this one. At the beginning of this area, further down the level of this particular one, you reach an area where you're by a farm, by the water. You know where you need to go in the path, and you manipulate everything, but it's like, oh God, like, how do you get through? You see like a barrel, like a round barrel there, and you're kind of like, how do you manipulate it? Well, it took me a while to figure it out, that you lift the ground up for the barrel to roll down to crash into the gate, because what's blocking you is a gate. It rolls down, crashes the gate, and now you're able to go through the path. So it's those little quirky puzzles. Another one is In several encounters, you'll encounter some sheep blocking your way, and you got to lead the sheep to go into the pasture for them to eat, so that way you can get through. Otherwise, you're blocked. So, anyways, it was a very, very awesome game. Pretty much, believe it or not, when it reached the end, it actually got me teary-eyed. I know, the story was phenomenal. It was fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's a great game. You guys won't be disappointed. The story is touching. It's a little bit bittersweet. I don't want to say what happens because I really want you guys, if you're out there, to play it. It's one of those rare games that it's an indie game that is worth checking out. But anyways, I will be playing it on the Switch, but it'll be handheld style because for some reason the control, this is where I kind of got a little bit awkward. The controls, for some reason, to me felt weird when I was playing them on the TV, that I pretty much play the game as a handheld. Handheld wise, the controls were pretty easy to figure out, but when you were on the TV, it became a little bit cumbersome. Like it was weird. It just didn't feel comfortable, whereas playing it handheld, it felt more comfortable. So I recommend you guys playing it. If you're gonna play it on the Switch, play it handheld. Don't play it on the TV because yeah, the controls are a little bit different. But anyways, let me boot it up. Let me get the game going. I already had started it. And here it is. So basically, once you complete the story, you get to select all the levels. I'll start in the first level, so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. And as you can see, the old man's right there. Right here. So basically you put the markers there. See how you can manipulate the land. If you're standing on there, you either do it, lower it, you just gotta make them walk. It actually, yeah, there it is. So you can raise the land, and that actually, when you see the dots right there connecting, that means that the lands connect. So you can actually put him to walk over there, pretty much. So everything connects. And as you can see, you'll see a story right here. If you click on the couple. And this is what's unique about the story. As you can see, it's like you can see what happens during his life. He reminisces of what's going on in his past, and he thinks about it. In certain sections of the game, you'll encounter this. Really cool. And then you carry on and continue your journey. See how it reveals certain areas? So you can actually walk up there. Oh, that's too far. Maybe if he goes here. Can he go here? Yeah. There you go. And that's how you manipulate the land. So that way you can build this path. Sorry if I'm moving the switch around. Okay, I got lost. There it is. And then he gets another memory. Well, with that being said, I will stop the gameplay here. I guess I showed you guys enough of this gameplay for now. Definitely recommend this game, you guys. It was really fun. Just playing the first level or the first part of the game, it really brought me back. But give this game a shot. You guys won't be disappointed. It's a very touching, very memorable game. And it hits home, you know, because it feels realistic. Like a lot of the situations, it may be kind of like, you know, based off like it looks very European, you know, the scenery and all that, and very old schoolish style, but the whole story in its whole, it's a story that really could hit home to a lot of people, you know, and it's a great story, very simplistic. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, if once you play the game, you may predict the storyline, but it's great. Highly recommend it. Anyways, This has been Eric the Bear Collector. You guys take care. Peace out.